Hey guys, 29-year-old female came into us, severe gut issues, but also a lot of neurological symptoms like tinnitus, ringing in the ears. She's had anxiety and depression both on and off, and we're talking for years, guys, right? She would poop once every 3 to 4 days, bloating, abdominal discomfort, big time, lots of acid reflux. And she does believe that she has mold. And so after seeing a nutritionalist for a long time, 6, 8 months, really not getting the results that she's looking for, let's look and see what we found once she came in here to the Wellness Way. So the first thing we did is we took x-rays. And so you can see a tremendous amount of inflammation, gas, things going on in her GI tract. And when you look at it from the side, it's even a little more dramatic. A beautiful looking spine, but you can see all of this blackness. A tremendous amount of inflammation. Now, she has had endoscopy and a colonoscopy, and they did say that she was inflamed, but she didn't really get any more answers after that. Let's go look at some other labs that we did. All right, guys, so looking at her stool test, right, we can see that she has a tremendous amount of digestion issues, inflammation, major dysbiosis, which is imbalance in the good bacteria, metabolic issues, and most importantly, guys, tons of infections. So let's dive in a little bit deeper. All right, we can see upper GI, right? Her pancreas is not secreting digestive enzyme very well at all. All of her proteins and fats are just leaking through her gut lining. See, without short chain fatty acids, we know that the integrity of your gut lining is definitely compromised. So she is dealing with a significant amount of leaky gut, to where instead of nutrients being absorbed through the gut lining, she has undigested foods being leaking through the gut lining. But look at this, guys. After even getting a colonoscopy, we can see she had 2 of her good bacteria are completely depleted. She has been on a lot of antibiotics and steroids trying to help with her symptoms. But look at this, 5 different bacterial overgrowths. 3 of them are potential pathogens, meaning that these we look at as infections. She has 2 different yeast infections as well. And in addition, a parasite. Now look at this, guys. All right. This is why it's so important to get your food allergies checked. She's eating things like apples, blackberries, blueberries, cod, cranberries, eggs, grapefruit, kale, right? She's got 30 different foods that when she eats them, it's continuing to promote an inflammatory response in her gut. And here's the cool thing, guys, right? She thought that based off of symptoms, Dr. Google said, most likely you have mold. Well, guys, we did a mold test, right? And she had absolutely no mold show up on this test. Now, this is what we need to understand, guys, is she did live in a moldy environment for a couple years. And so just because the mycotox test says that there's no mold, that doesn't necessarily mean that she doesn't have mold in her body, right? Mold loves to get stored in your fat cells, and she does have a problem with weight. And so she may very well be dealing with mold, even though it didn't show up on the test. But remember, guys, once we get this gut healthy, once she removes these food allergies from her body, we start to address these major gut issues, we know it's going to dramatically change her life. So guys, remember, we don't guess, we test. We have to dive deeper into why you're having the symptoms that you're having. But thank God she found us. We were able to get this testing done, and we're looking forward to see where the results come.